Welcome to the Wed Pro podcast, the podcast for Wed Pros no matter their stage. We are your hosts, Katie and Roxy, and this is the Wed Pro podcast.
Okay, so on a scale of word of mouth only to paying Meta, Facebook, Instagram, £2,000 a month, how serious are you about marketing your wedding business? Ask yourself that question.
Be honest, are you really marketing your business, or are you just hoping for leads to magically show up?
But here's the thing, hope, unfortunately, is not a marketing strategy.
And neither is just waiting for referrals, the algorithm, or luck to do any of this work for you.
You're a wedding pro listening who wants more couples, more money, and a more predictable business. I mean, predictable business is exactly what I need. I think there is comfort. I don't think that's quite the right word, but there's like peace of mind.
Yeah.
Peace of mind, isn't there, in knowing that you've got a predictable revenue coming in. We've all got bills to pay, cost of living's going up, all of that malarkey. My mortgage has doubled, by the way. And this is why we need predictable business. You need a real marketing plan, one that works right now, but also that's going to work tomorrow as well. Because this is the thing, yes, part of business is about changing, adaptability, but also it's about solid structure, solid planning, knowing what you're doing for kind of the next 90 days inside of your business and not constantly chopping and changing, because then how do you know what's working and what isn't working?
And so with that in mind, in today's episode, we're breaking down the 3 marketing must-dos every wedding business should be doing right now in their business.
And if you're not doing these things, you're just making it way harder on yourself than it needs to be. Sometimes, if business feels hard, it feels like, you're traveling up a hill in mud, in syrup, in treacle, and feeling a bit difficult. We're going to give you the 3 marketing things that you need to be doing consistently, that every wedding business owner just needs to get done. Whether you like it or you don't like it, we're in business. Let's crack on.
Let's do the business things. So grab a coffee, your favourite wine. Obviously, depending on what time it is in the world, it's gin o'clock somewhere.
Whether you're driving or not.
Whether you're driving, if it allows, grab your favourite bevy and let's get stuck into it all. And you'll need your notebook and your pen as well.
Okay, so do you actually have a marketing plan, or are you just kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall, Roxy's favourite phrase,
can I say it?
And hoping that it sticks? So let's start with that reality check. Are you actually marketing your business, or do you just think that you are?
Because so many wedding pros say, and I do hear it all the time, oh yeah, I do marketing, I get word of mouth clients, sometimes people find me on Instagram, oh, and I did try an ad or a boosted post once.
Yeah, and that's not a strategy. That's just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. And especially when people are putting money into ads, quite often we will look at ads and we'll be like, right, what were you hoping to achieve with this ad? Or what was the point? And quite often people will boost posts or run ads without even really thinking about what do they want out of it, because it's a different funnel and a different strategy. I was just recording a YouTube video this morning for our YouTube channel about the different funnels inside of your business, and actually an ads funnel, I mean, I can think of 3 off the top of my head right now that would take a different route. So you might have like an awareness funnel where you want people to kind of get to know your business, get to start to trust you, maybe subscribe to something on your website so that you can keep building that trust. But maybe you want to do a sales funnel, and that would look totally different. Now, so many of the time people will tell us, oh, I tried an ad, it didn't work. And we're like, okay, let's have a look at it. And they don't have a landing page, or they haven't thought about like where they're sending their traffic. And maybe they're sending their traffic to our homepage, or maybe they're just sending their traffic willy-nilly to Instagram. And they haven't really thought about that journey from start to finish. So basic, you haven't got a strategy if you're doing these things. If you're just hoping for Instagram and you're posting on Instagram regularly, yes, that's great, but still that is not a strategy. Word of mouth, it's good, but you've got no control over that. You tried an ad, it's not a strategy. You're crossing your fingers and you're hoping for the best, and that is not how to get predictable business.
No. And you need a marketing strategy, whatever the level of your business. Think about these big brands in the world, Nike, Coca-Cola, Mercedes. They don't hit a certain level and say, oh, you know what? Yeah, we're big enough now. We're fine. Let's stop marketing. Doesn't work like that.
No, they actually double down. And if you can think about like all of the ads that you see for these brands, even supermarkets, Asda, Aldi, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Nike, car brands, we see them all of the time. They're on TikTok, your TV, they're on billboards as you're driving down the street. They are everywhere.
Yeah, and as small business owners, we look to these bigger brands and if they're still marketing, why in the world would you stop?
And I think it's like, soaps, right?
Yep.
TV soaps.
Which my
Marketing,
husband has started watching again, by the way.
I don't watch any. Do you watch
No,
soaps?
no, 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 no.
Don't watch any. I used to watch them, and then I can't even remember when I stopped. I think I
Came
stopped
in
when
last night and it was funny because I do like the dance and cheerleading run. I came home and he had it on and he
what
was
was it watching EastEnders?
Coronation Street. So
No.
I actually sat and I watched it 5 minutes and I thought,
Nah.
yeah. Well, no, I thought they're just doing the same stories as I remember. The same people are in it. I was like, oh, look at Kevin. He looks.
I think I stopped when my box back in the day had about like 30 hours of something to watch, and I was
I
like,
think I stopped when I had my daughter. So what, 11 years ago? And back
yeah,
then I
I'm
was
pretty
watching
sure it was
Hollyoaks.
roughly around that time.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. We digress.
R.I.P. soaps. But think of it like soaps, it's continuous. It's not a one-time thing. It's an always on machine. You need to keep on feeding it so that you can get leads out the other side.
But here's the key here as well. You need both fast marketing and slow marketing to make it work.
Yeah, so let's talk about fast marketing and what that means versus slow marketing, because if you don't have both, your business will always feel a bit unpredictable, a bit scary, a bit rocky. You might be looking in the diary thinking, oh, I have these boosts where it's kind of feast or famine. And you know what? It's great as it is to get lots and lots of inquiries. I really don't like it when the diary is quiet and it's a bit unpredictable.
So, fast marketing, these are the quick wins that will get you couples right now. So, it's getting in front of couples who are ready to book now. These are hot leads, baby.
So I think paid ads, wedding fairs, although wedding fairs can be a slow strategy and a fast strategy, depending on where in the process your couple is in terms of their buying process. But it's about you showing up where couples are already searching. But these are the strategies really and the marketing activities that are going to bring in leads quickly into your business.
But, and this is a big but and worth knowing, a big but, sorry, that made me giggle. Fast marketing costs money. Ads, expos, lead gen is a pay to play kind of game, but it does work.
Yeah, but unless you have an unlimited ad budget, and let's be real, most of us don't, you need those slow marketing activities too inside of your business.
So let's cover slow marketing. This is the long-term growth plan that pays off later. So it's playing the long game. SEO, Pinterest, blogging, staying active on social media, and wedding fairs as well. These are things that don't get you leads overnight, but they build your brand for the future.
So the mistake that we can see quite often is wedding pros relying only on these kind of slow free strategies and wondering why they're not getting any leads into their business.
Or even worse, they are only relying on word of mouth.
Yeah, and I think, if you're building your business on word of mouth alone, it's going to die. It's going to soak up at some point because you're relying on other people to market for you, and you don't control if they talk about you, when they talk about you, or who they talk to about you. So word of mouth, it's great, but you can't control it at all.
It is not enough. And it's just one potential strategy. We need more than that.
Okay, so let's talk about the 3 marketing must-dos that are actually going to grow your wedding business.
No more throwing spaghetti at a wall, woo, and hoping it
guys.
sticks. Yes, yes. You need an actual marketing strategy. And how businessy does that sound?
So this basically means, if we want to break it down so it doesn't sound complicated and scary, it's where are your leads coming from? What's working and what's not working? So really thinking about, which marketing strategies are you using that are really working inside your business? Which ones potentially don't work for your type of client, or maybe they could work a little bit better? What's not working so well? What's working absolutely fantastic? And also how you're staying in front of future clients, how you're getting in front of the people who are just not quite ready to book yet.
And if your current marketing plan is post on Instagram when I remember and hope for the best, we've got a problem, guys.
I hope by now you've kind of
Yeah,
realized
please.
you need both fast and slow marketing strategies working at the same time together here.
Think of it of a bit like a wedding buffet. You need a mix, not just one thing. You wouldn't just have a table of sandwiches, would we? We'd have a mixture of everything.
Yes, I would. Sorry, that really made me chuckle.
What are
So,
you doing?
ads at expos, wedding directories. These can be fast ways to kind of get leads inside of the business. SEO, Pinterest, blogging, social media posts. You've got to do it. You've got to show up. But these are things that will be sowing the seeds for future inquiries down the line. And I think that's the thing to remember as well, is that the business you're getting now isn't the work that you did yesterday or even today. It's the work that you did like 3, 6, 9 months ago, is the stuff that's coming in. If you're thinking that it's all just going to magically fall into your lap if you're not changing the way that you're doing things, or if you're somebody that's just going to continue to do the same thing over and over again, you're going to continue to get the same results.
Exactly.
So make a change. If you're not happy, make a change now, because it's going to be your business in 6 months' time that
Yeah.
really reaps the reward. And remember, you can make some changes now, but you're going to have to use some of those fast strategies for sure. And if you're struggling with any of that, reach out and we'll
Yeah.
help.
And if you are new to strategy or you are doing strategy, it's not working, it literally could be that you're also not giving it enough time. Like you can't just do one thing and then go, oh God, that's not working. No, on to the next. We need to like give this time to work. But you need both fast and slow, or you'll always feel like you're either drowning in leads or waiting for the crickets to come along.
Okay, so this is what we always talk about. Like 80% of your audience isn't ready to book yet. And actually, this statistic is actually even more, because if we think about the wedding market at one time, so typically, right, not everybody is at the I'm ready to book now stage, right? For all sorts of reasons. It could be that they've not picked their wedding date yet. It could be that they've not got the budget. They've not done the research yet. They aren't problem aware. They don't even know what a wedding painter does. For all of these reasons, they could just not be in that book stage. But then when you take that 20% who are ready to book, it's actually way, way lower, because then you've got to look at, are they in the right budget for you? Is it your ideal client? Are they in the area? There's all these kind of things. So 80% of your audience is not ready to book yet. It's actually more probably closer to 90%.
Yeah. So this big pool of people that are seeing your business today, these couples, they're not saying yes right now, but as you said, Kate, they might be in 6, 8 months' time.
Yeah, so if you don't have a way to get in front of them and stay in front of them and remind them of you, they're going to forget that you exist.
You need a follow-up strategy with this. Email marketing, retargeting, and ways to stay top of mind until they are ready to book. And this is why we love email marketing for the industry. I've been last week when I was chatting to lots of web pros, like my hot topic was email marketing, because I just think like it is so underutilized in this industry.
And retargeting funnels as well. So
Yeah.
retargeting funnels are really good. So working with email marketing, and I think this is something that we haven't mentioned. A lot of the time it's layering these strategies on top of each other. And, people come in on a wedding fair, we get them into your email marketing list, we retarget them with ads over here, we follow up with this over there, we sprinkle a bit of sugar on it, and wonderful, we've got a cake, which turns out lovely and tasty as a wonderful wedding booking that's perfect for your ideal client. I can do wedding buffet cake themes too. But quite often that's what it is. It's about layering different things together, ensuring that you're top of mind, ensuring that that couple isn't going to forget you. And, you know, if you want consistent leads and bookings and predictable, and I think I just want to go back to that again. There is massive, massive stress in not knowing what's coming in every single month inside your business and not knowing, you know, is my business making money, or can I afford the bills this month, or is my business going to even be around in 12 months? There is so much to say to have that peace of mind of knowing, looking at the diary, looking at your business, knowing that you've got that sustainable business and you're going to be around in 12 months' time, not just for you, but for your couples as well. And I really think that brings massive, massive peace of mind. And if you want to have that peace of mind in your business, you need a real marketing plan, first and foremost, and then you need a sales plan as well.
And you also need 2 amazing coaches to help you along the way. No, but it's what you were saying about that layering. It is about, okay, I've got this working in my business. What can I do as a next layer? Like, it's not always about changing everything.
You know, sometimes it's not about what you're not doing right? Sometimes it's about what you're doing right, but actually just turning the dial up 10%.
What's next? Yeah.
We spoke about this on our last podcast, like what could be possible for you if we could just improve your business by 10%? What would that look like to you? Or 20% or 25%? And what could that possibility look like for you inside of your business? So if you're not sure where to start, we have got you. We have put together loads of free resources over on our website to help you build a marketing strategy the right way. There's blogs over there as well, so make sure you go and check those out.
And if you do want that step-by-step game plan, we can work with you directly. Like I said, having 2 lovely coaches in your back pocket to call upon whenever you need them is a game changer for your business. As soon as we invested in our own business in coaches, like it changed everything for us.
Yeah, it changed the trajectory. But also, I think it's just good to have that, yes, that person in your pocket that you can go and ask questions to. I mean, my business coach this week looked over some sales copy for me. This is stuff that we do for our clients as well. We're
currently doing a lot of website work, aren't we?
We are doing a lot of website. January seemed to be the time that every client of ours wanted to change their website, which is great. It's amazing. It's a lot of work. That's a lot of that's what we're doing. But also just having that piece, that accountability piece as well. And actually, I've been through coaching programs and come out the other side and stuck with the coach purely for that accountability. Yeah. So that, you know, if I show up on a Wednesday afternoon and I say I'm going to do this by next Wednesday, I want to get it done. And that's what moves the business forward. So there's loads of different, and it doesn't have to be us, although we are the best, I'm not going to lie. But having a coach, whoever that is, as long as they are, you know, qualified to coach you, is a game changer in business for sure.
It totally is. I would go as far as saying, for me, it's literally changed my life. It's given me confidence. It's, you know, surrounded me with those same types of people that want to go places in their business. It's taught us new strategies, and the realization that business doesn't have to be hard. Like, it's hard. There's things we can do to make it easier. For sure. Okay, go and check out our free resources. If you've loved this episode, do hit subscribe, because we're here every week dropping wedding business gold for you to go and action inside of your wedding business. So we shall see you on the next episode. Until then, have a lovely week in your business. Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Wed Pro podcast. Full transcripts of this episode, plus every other episode we have done, are available at www.theweddingbusinesshub.com/blogs. Thanks so much for listening. If you do have any questions about this episode or anything else at all, you can email us at info@theweddingbusinesshub.com. And if you are loving our episodes, which I know you are, make sure you hit the subscribe or follow button so you can stay updated with any new episodes that land. We look forward to seeing you on the next episode.